Thank you, Bill. Hello and welcome to the 154th annual meeting of the American Benevolent Society. I truly thank all of you for being here tonight. Last year, I ended my meeting report with these words. Finally, I thank all of you for being here, hoping that next year we will celebrate in person with a slice of cherry pie and a hug to each and every one of you. And yet, in order to keep everyone safe, here we are again on Zoom. Never in our wildest dreams would we have imagined what the world is like today. Zoom, social distancing, virtual socializing, home office, COVID, pandemic, constant testing, asymptomatic, breakthrough cases, quarantine, masks. All of these are now part of our daily vocabulary. Our way of working and socializing has changed dramatically over the past 2 years, and it seems that we spend our days attending various Zoom events. However, regardless of these changes, one thing remains the same. We are gathered tonight to celebrate another year of the ABS's accomplishments. As Bill mentioned earlier, on March 20th, 2020, we temporarily closed our doors to our office for what we thought would be a month or two. Those couple of months turned into almost 2 years. We are back in the office, have adapted to a new normal, and continue to fulfill our mission as set forth by our founders 155 years ago. A benevolent community organization dedicated to help Americans in need. And so, whether it be via Zoom or behind a face mask, we care for those who, for various reasons, needed a helping hand, whether it be monetary support, emergency medical care, help getting back home to the US, assistance with federal benefits, or just a need for companionship and support from a friendly face. Our number one priority is and continues to be monitoring our community's health and well-being, especially given the pandemic circumstances of the past 2 years. Under the leadership of Dr. Ricardo Rojas, psychologist Pablo Otero, and social service coordinator Angela Camacho, our beneficiaries, continue to be looked after, and we have ensured that their medical and psychological needs are met. As a matter of fact, this past year, Ricardo, Pablo, and Angie have all been able to visit and care for our beneficiaries in person, which has proven to be a great source of comfort to all. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the ABC Hospital or Centro Médico ABC for their unwavering support in caring for our ABS patients whenever we've needed them, whether it be including them in their virtual COVID follow-up program, referring patients to specialized doctors and hospitals, or providing hospitalization when needed. As a matter of fact, one of our patients is being admitted as we speak right now. So a big thank you to Dr. Blanca Velasco and Dr. Jose Antonio Jacome and everyone at the ABC for really looking after us. We also continue to work very closely with the Junta de Asistencia Privada, and under their guidance and supervision have received approval of the Informe Anual de Actividades 2020 and the Programa de Trabajo y Presupuesto 2022. In a few weeks, we will be submitting for their approval the Informe Anual 2021. Additionally, we have been receiving from the HAP valuable guidance and advice as to how best regulate an issue that has arisen with the cemetery's tax situation due to an untimely filing of available tax reductions. Sorry about that. Our close working relationship with the US Embassy continues, always finding a way to support each other. Doug Hall, Barbara Franco, and I are part of the CLV program and have been fortunate enough to be included in their virtual conferences with diverse subjects as voter registration, death and estates, federal benefits units, and Senapred, among others. Additionally, we were invited to participate in a gathering with Rena Bitter, Assistant Secretary of State for Consular Affairs, and other social gatherings, bringing us closer together with the embassy staff and the CLVs, thus allowing us to better assist and guide our community. This past December, Bill Bice and I were honored to meet Ambassador Salazar at a year-end event at the residence. The board continued to meet virtually this year, and I want to thank all of you for always being present and available to the staff and I whenever they've been called upon. I hope that we will meet in person soon. The Communications and Membership Committee, led by Doug Hall, continues to recruit new members. This year, additionally, Doug's committee and the ABS staff will be working very closely on voter registration for the upcoming 2022 elections. Our virtual hangout sessions continue throughout 2021 with a host of interesting speakers discussing as diverse subjects as politics, virtual museum visits, the history of Korean immigration at the Yucatan Peninsula, and of course, our traditional holiday sing-along. If you have any suggestions for a topic or would like to host one, please contact me. This year, due to the circumstances, our virtual communication and social media campaign have mainly concentrated on COVID vaccination rollout information, helping our community better understand dates, age ranges, and location of the vaccination centers. In October, we hosted one of our most successful and profitable health fairs to date, with over 400 vaccines administered in one very long day, requiring precise planning from all of the staff to ensure that all of our visitors were kept safe and socially distant. When Thanksgiving rolled around, and due to the pandemic curve increasing, we made the heartbreaking decision to cancel our traditional lunch once again, and instead relied on the generosity of ABS member Dan DeFosi and his team at Pinche Gringo Barbecue, who provided delicious Thanksgiving meals to our most vulnerable friends. The most exciting news, at least for the staff and I, Bill already mentioned, was our move back to Lomas de Chapultepec. After 2.5 years at our beautiful offices at Zona Rosa, Christchurch opened their doors to us. And on January 31st, we returned to our familiar stomping grounds. And we've already, as a matter of fact, we've already received quite a few visitors in these 2 weeks we've been there, and we hope to see more of you soon. The American Cemetery, established in 1898, continues to be our main source of income, as Robert specified. After a very difficult beginning of the pandemic for the staff and visitors, the cemetery continued to operate professionally and safely. As Robert mentioned in his report, 2020 was a financially healthy year for the cemetery. On December 28th, 2021, the government officially allowed all cemeteries to reopen to the public, allowing us to once again receive visitors and clients at our cemetery. Our profound gratitude goes to the entire staff at the cemetery, who have never wavered to provide service and assistance during these difficult times. I want to pause for a moment and remember those we've lost. This past year, Jenny and Mosier and I both lost our dads. The ABS lost dear friends, longtime members, and beneficiaries. All of them will be dearly missed and remembered fondly. And I apologize if I am missing anyone on this list, but all our hearts go out to all of those we've lost and to those we've also lost due to COVID. Before ending tonight, I want to thank the entire staff: Angela Camacho, Genevieve Mosier, Eduardo Ramirez, Ernesto Ibarra, Pablo Otero, Ricardo Rojas, Barbara Franco, and Mario Espinosa, who left us this past July, who all rose to the occasion and have given their unconditional support to make sure the ABS runs smoothly and everyone continues to be taken care of in spite of the complicated times. Finally, I will repeat last year's closing words. I thank all of you for being here tonight, and I hope that next year we will be able to celebrate together with a slice of pie, cherry pie, and a hug to each and every one of you. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.